Well, another huge story that we are tracking for you tonight, one you're only going to find here on Channel 13, a story involving a prominent area family and an unfortunate desecration of one Marine's memorial. And according to an attorney representing the accused couple, it's a story about a misunderstanding that's being blown out of proportion. Dan Levy live in studio to explain. Dan.
Rachel, Steve, good evening. This story begins with a horrific car crash last October. A young Marine on a speeding motorcycle died in that crash, and the elderly car driver is still suffering from PTSD. And two members of a prominent area family have been charged with petty larceny for allegedly removing the Marine's memorial several times.
Soon after Nicholas Camilli died in a horrific crash, his family erected a memorial at the site on Old Niskayuna Road in Colony. But because Albany County prohibits roadside memorials, public crews came to remove it. That's when Angela Koloka got permission to move that memorial up the hill away from the road with the blessing of the private property owner.
She says, I lost a son at 17 years old. I know what you're going through. I understand, and you can have your memorial there as long as you want it. So we did. So we went and we put it back. Well, it got taken down again, of course. So then we call Albany County. Well, do you have it? Did you take it down again? No, we don't know nothing of it.
On at least 3 occasions after the memorial was relocated, it was dismantled and removed. Unbeknownst to the people who removed it, however, Nicholas's family had installed surveillance cameras along with tracking devices on the memorial.
Did you recognize who was on the tape?
I didn't know. No, I didn't know Megan's face at all. I had never met her, but I recognized the son, the junior. By putting 2 and 2 together, I figured out who it was.
Colony police recognized the perpetrators right away, charging Jim Morrell Jr. and his wife Megan with petty larceny, to which they have both pleaded not guilty. Tracking devices on the memorial indicate the memorial was tossed into dumpsters behind car dealerships that the Morrells owned.
Angela, what's the end game here? What do you hope will come out of this?
I want this family to understand that integrity goes a long way, and there's just no reason for the desecration of the memorial. The only thing I can rationalize, the only reason they would be upset with having it there is because they're having some type of a guilty complex.
A short time ago, I did receive a response from Kevin Louisbrand, the attorney who was representing the Morrells. He tells us the arrest came as a surprise. It's unfortunate, he says, and it's unfair, and it shouldn't have reached the point it reached. Louisbrand asserts the Morrells did not know the memorial was on private property. He said nobody told them that. In addition, Louisbrand underscored the details of the fatal crash. Mr. Morrell Sr., he says, who was the driver of that car, would pull down his driveway every day and he would see the memorial, which he says would trigger his PTSD. The Morrells, he says, were acting in good faith, and they thought they were acting with the authorization and the encouragement of the county. And the Morrells are due back in town court later this month. Steve and Rachel.
Dan, thank you so much. Well,